Quilters are a generous bunch that will make a quilt to mark an event, to soothe an illness, to express art. We come together as a community in times of need, always looking for a reason to give a gift of warmth. Quilters are not sewers, we are creators. We are givers and even artists. We love the process, the legacy, and the accomplishment, but mostly we love the story. Every quilt has one. What is the name of your quilt?
This is Prairie Star by Judy Niemeyer.
And who did you make it for and why?
Mostly for myself. I was 13 years old and I was making it to enter into a quilt show in Puyallup, Washington for a long arm expo.
Tell us about the process and your favorite part.
This is a paper piecing technique. So I had been doing it since I was probably 6 or 7, and I've loved the process of doing paper piecing. It's really easy. I just had to sew on the line and the points came out perfect every time. So I just really enjoy that process. And I felt like being in such a prestigious quilt show, I felt like I could do my very, very best and do a great quilt to show what I can do and hopefully, win a prize.
And how old were you when you made this quilt?
I was 13.
How long did it take you?
I probably did it over a couple of months. But I was also the 13-year-old girl that enjoyed school, went home, did her homework, and then I sewed. I was always quilting. If I could quilt instead of going to school or all Saturday and all day Sunday, I would.
And did you do the machine quilting also?
I did. Making it for a long arm contest quilt show. It was definitely a leg up. So I entered into a youth category as well as a long arming category. So the machine that we had at the store at the time, I quilted on it and it took me a couple days. So I made sure that I could kind of show off what skills I did have at quilting at that age. And I enjoyed the quilting part.
Did you win the contest?
I did. So in the youth category, being 13, I took first place in the quilt show itself. And then I also took first place in the long arm category and was able to take home a ribbon and a $300 check. So it was quite the reward. So
how long have you been quilting?
I made my first quilt when I was 4, and then my mom opened the quilt store at the age of 6. So I have quite a lot of experience.
Yes. What is your next project?
I don't get a ton of quilting done these days with 2 kids under 3 at home, and I do a lot of professional quilting through the quilt store. So a lot of my time is spent on my long arm quilting for other people. And then when I do have a chance to get into my sewing room, I'm actually making quilts and doing quilt design for my pattern line. So not a whole lot of anything in particular. I'm working on a few quilts for my patterns, but that's a far and few in between of long arm quilting and feeding babies.
Anything you'd like to add?
I think after 24 years of quilting, I still love it every day. I love the fabric. I love all of the process, able to, turn my mind off from whatever happened during my day and just relax and sew on something, whether it's a pillowcase or working on a project or designing a pattern. I enjoy it. I enjoy fabric and quilting so much. I went to school for fabric and design, and I work in the quilt shop every day. My dad used to tell me when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, that if I love what I do, I will never work a day in my life. So I come to the quilt shop every day and I love it, and I play with fabric and I work hard, but it's rewarding.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.